Hello teachers, learners, and parents. Sir Jeff po, at your service. Alam nyo ba na meron tayong website na tinatawag na DepEd Commons? Ang DepEd Commons ay binuo upang gawing accessible ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral dito sa ating bansa gamit lamang ang inyong mga smart devices gaya ng cellphones, tablets, at computers. Dito ay maaari nating ma-access ang iba't ibang learning materials mula sa Department of Education. Meron itong mga interactive materials, electronic self-learning modules, at instructional video lessons mula sa DepEd TV na tiyak na makatutulong sa pag-aaral ng mga mag-aaral galing ka man sa public o private school. Walang problema dahil welcome ang lahat dito. Para ito sa mga guro, magulang at mga mag-aaral mula sa kinder hanggang grade 12, alternative learning system o ALS, at pati na rin ang special education. At huwag kang mag-alala dahil kahit walang load ay maaari mong ma-access ang mga learning materials. Tama! Libre ito. Ang kailangan mo lamang gawin ay i-on ang iyong data at buksan lamang ang iyong browser at i-type ang commons.deped.gov.ph. Alam na ba ng iyong mga kasamahang guro o mag-aral ang tungkol sa DepEd Commons? I-share mo na ang video na ito upang matuto rin sila kung paano gagamitin ang DepEd Commons sa mabilis at napakadaling paraan. Muli, ito po si Sir Jeff at kita-kits po tayo sa DepEd Commons. Paalam!
Magandang araw! Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Ayan, magandang hapon po ulit. Ako na naman po ang inyong makakasama. This time naman po for Mathematics 5. Ang Week 1 po for the third quarter ng Math 5. So, on behalf of Tutor Joshua, again, good afternoon po. Yan, shoutout muna po sa ating mga buenamanong nag-comments sa ating live streaming this afternoon kay Ma'am Jolina Gantala. Magandang araw po. Good afternoon din. Mac Martin. Gelito John Critos, watching from Camarin Elementary School. And kay Dang Castro, magandang hapon po. Yan. Sino pa po ang ating mga kalang? Yan. Hi din po kay Ma'am Ching, kay Elijah, kay Laika. Yan, from Likab ulit, Annex Villarosa Elementary School. Yan. So, share ko na po yung ating slides or PowerPoint. So para sa hapon na ito, ang atin pong pag-aaralan ay, okay, again, lifted from the module na pinahiram po or pinagamit po sa atin ng Schools Division of Negros Oriental. Yeah. So naglo-load pa lang po ang ating PowerPoint. Yeah. Since i-present ko muna po siya full screen. Ayan. So again, follow po natin ang pages ng DepEd, DepEd tayo, DepEd Philippines, saka po ng Edtech Unit. Ayan. This is Math 5, Quarter 3, Week 1. The lesson is base, percentage, and rate. So si Tutor Joshua po ang inyong dapat makakasama, pero dahil busy po siya sa mga panahong ito, ako muna po ang sasalo sa kanya. Ako po si Tutor Prince. Yan. So ang Math 5 po ay, ang Math 5 po, dapat po Math 5 yan. 340 hanggang 420 po. Yan. So ito po yung ating cover page ng module na pinanghanguan po natin ng mga activities sa ating lesson this afternoon from the Division of Negros Oriental from Region 7. Ayan, ito po ang kanilang development team. Writer, editors, reviewers, illustrator, layout artists, and the management team. So objectives for today's session, ang ating libreng online tutorial. Una po ay ma-visualize ang percent and its relationship to fractions, ratios, and decimal numbers. Define percentage, rate, and base, and identify the base, percentage, and rate in a problem. So mag-review muna po tayo. Ayan, sa mga students na nakikinig or nakatutok ngayon sa ating live streaming, what is the quotient when you divide 12 by 25? Ayan, good PM po sa lahat. Ayan, meron tayo from Cotabato pa, Ma'am Mildred Ramos. From Quezon City, si Mac Martin. Yan. Di ba siguro nung nasa grades 1 hanggang 2, kapag mag-divide tayo na ang unang number mas maliit kumpara dun sa pangalawa, sinasabi natin cannot be, tama? Pero syempre, nabago yan nung natuto tayong mag-convert or mag-rename ng fraction to decimal and to percent. Yan. 12. Ayan. Hello, Ma'am Jerin. Balois Katigbak, ang aking classmate noon sa PNU. Hello, Ma'am Jerin. Get well soon sa inyong family. Ayan. So when we divide 12 by 25, kagaya ng pag-divide ng whole numbers, yan ang ating setup. Okay, so yung 12 yung nasa loob at yung 25 yung nasa labas. Yan, may mga sumagot na, mayroong 0.48, 0.48. Baka yung iba nakalimutan magkabit ng decimal point. Yan. So 12 over 25 or 12 divided by 25 is of course 0. Okay, kasi walang group of 25 sa 12, kaya 0 yan. So if that is the case, we can just add decimal points sa 12 at dun sa katabi din ng 0 sa quotient portion. And we add 0. Okay? 12.0 meaning we did not change the value of the dividend. We just changed the form. So naging 12.0 siya from being 12. Then we will treat this as dividing whole numbers. So 120 divided by 25 is 4. So there are 4 groups of 25 in 120. And that means 4 times 25 is 100. So that's and then we subtract 100 from 120, we must get 20. Ayan. So dahil hindi pa 0 yung difference, we have to add another 0. Okay? Dapat mayroon pa ring, sige, wait lang. I-add natin, let me change my pointer. Pointer options. Ayan. So, dapat mayroon pa ring 0 dito. Yan. And that is what we have to bring down. Kaya nagkaroon ng 200 dyan. So, 200 divided by 25 is exactly 8. Tama? There are 8 groups of 25 in 200. So, therefore, we write that 8 times 25 is 200 and 200 minus 200 is 0. Therefore, if we divide 12 by 25, the quotient is a decimal less than 1, which is 0.48 or can be read as 48 hundredths. Okay. Ayan. So 0.48 or 48 hundredths. Another. Ayan. 9 divided by 10. So 9 divided by 10, pakita natin. So 9 nasa loob, 10 ang nasa labas. So dahil there are no groups of 10 in 9, it just means that 9 divided by 10, okay, the whole number part, okay, of the quotient will be 0. Then we expect decimal numbers to be, okay, in the quotient part. So we add decimal points sa loob at sa taas, directly above it. Yung after ng 0 sa quotient part. So then we add 0, so making it 90 na. So yung 9.0, okay, yung 9 naging 9.0 and we'll treat this as 90 to be divided by 10. And 90 divided by 10 is exactly 9. Therefore, 9 times 10 is 90. And we show that 90 minus 90 is 0. So it means 9 divided by 10 is equal to the decimal, or to the number with 1 decimal place, which is 0.9 or 9 tenths. Okay. Next, another 15 over 30. Yan, 15 over 30. So, 15 over 30. So, pwede natin pakita pa rin yung long division. Ito yan. So, makikita natin na ang magiging sagot ay 0.5. Okay? 0.5. Bakit? Kasi nga, 15 divided by 30 is 0. That is why we have to add decimal point and decimal point here. And then, add 0. So, magiging siya 15.0 but to be treated as 150 divided by 30, exactly 5. And 5 times 30 is 150. And 150 minus 150 is 0. So, the answer is 0.5 or 5/10. Yan. So, i-review natin. Balikan natin. So, 15 divided by 30 equals 0.5. Sa equation na yan, okay, ito yung naging solution natin para dyan. So, ang 15 ay yan ang dividend, whereas ang 30 ang divisor, ang 0.5 ang quotient, o ang result when we divided 15 by 30. Yan, very good sa mga sumagot ng 0.5. Thank you po. Yan. Now, we have here an illustration. Okay, what do you see? Sabi dyan, it kills 99% germs. So, meron tayong number dyan, tama? Yan. Yung 99%, ang ibig sabihin yan, 99 out of 100. Diba? Ang word na percent, it could be understood as per 100. Yan. The percent means for every 100. Ayan. So, yung per dyan could mean every and then yung cent ay 100. So, percent means for every 100. So, yun sa nakita nating 99%, it means that it can kill 99 out of 100. So, ayan. So, yung 99%, okay, na in-illustrate nitong tiles ba na ito, na out of 100 tiles, 99 ang naka-shade, it can also be written as the fraction 99 over 100. So, that's the fraction equivalent of the percent, 99%. Okay? So, 99 yung numerator, 100 yung denominator. Okay? And it can also be renamed as, okay, the decimal 0.99. Okay? Or 99 hundredths. Okay. Bakit naging 0.99? So, balikan natin yung numerator na 99. Okay? Sa numerator na 99, okay, ang decimal point, kapag wala nakasulat, ay of course, understood to be, okay, on the rightmost part. So, after ng whole number. So, nandito siya. Understood na dito siya. Yung invisible decimal point. And when you divide by 100, you have, yung shortcut ay to simply move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So, magiging 1, tapos 2. And then, we put the decimal point there. And then, we can also put 0, okay, before the decimal point. Kaya naging 0.99. Okay? Or pwede mo rin siyang ipakita using the long division part. Yung 99 over 100 or 99 divided by 100. Okay. Let's have exercise 1. So we have to change each percent to fraction and decimal. Yan. So ano ang fraction equivalent ng 37%? Okay, di ba? Ang lesson po ngayon, Miss Vivianca may nain ay percentage base and rate. This is for week 1 of Math 5. Yan, very good. Mary Princess Nicole Posas. The answer is 37 over 100. So, the percent sign here, okay, can be read as 37 for every 100. So, 37 over 100. Okay? And the decimal part will be, yan, hello po. Sa lahat naman nanonood from Camarin, Elementary School, Unit 2, Grade 5, Bonifacio. Ang math teacher po nila ay si Maestra Buela Recto, Dr. Grace S. Franco. God bless us all. Yeah, thank you din po. Yan. So, ang third, oh yes, tama kayo, 0.37. Ayan. So, bakit naging 0.37? Okay, balikan natin yung ating illustration. So, nandito yung decimal point. Automatic yan, tama? So, kapag change mo yun sa decimal, so, we are ignoring muna the percent sign. The decimal point is after the last digit in the whole number, which is 7. So, move it 2 places to the left. So, you'll get 0.37 as the result. Yeah. Or 37 hundredths. Okay, 48%. So, yung kanina, 37 over 100, yung fraction equivalent, pero hindi natin na-simplify kasi nga, 37 and 100 are called or considered relatively prime. Wala silang ibang common factor aside from 1. Kasi 37 is a prime number. Its only factors are itself and 1. Okay, let's see kung sa 48%, we can simplify the fraction equivalent. Yan, so tama si Maria Cristina Saison. 48 and si Mary Princess Nicole Posas. 48 over 100 ang fraction equivalent niyan. Ano ba yung magiging ano kaya nito? Simplest form. Ang 48 saka 100, meron silang common factor aside from 1. Okay, let's see ano yung magiging common factor, greatest common factor. Ayan. So, na-factor out natin ng 48 as 4 times 12 and ang 100 ay 4 times 25. So, we can already see na 4 ang kanilang GCF. So, we can cancel that out. Okay, ibig lang sabihin, ang simplest form ng 48 over 100 ay 12 over 25. Yan. Alright. So, syempre, ang decimal equivalent, from the given percent, 48%, okay, ignoring the percent sign, so we have 48. And then the decimal point is here, move it 2 places to the left, we'll get 0.48 or 0.48. Or, look at the illustration, yan, na-move ang decimal point 2 places to the left. So, this is equivalent to the decimal 0.48 or 48 hundredths. Yan. Good Friday then, Mr. Rich Jasper Ramos. Ayan, so mga sumagot ng 0.48, Mac Martin, Fabian Canain, Christine Mendoza, Amir Florentino, 0.48. Very good. Yan, 123%. So this is more than 100%. So ano yung fraction equivalent niya? So by making use of the over 100 notation, so it's equivalent to the fraction 123 over 100. So this is considered an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. So it means it can be renamed as a mixed number. So ang 123 over 100 when renamed as a mixed number must be equal to 1 and 23 over 100. Yan. The decimal equivalent, what will it be? So again, mag-start tayo dun sa decimal point after, okay, the number 123 and moving it 2 places to the left, we should get that the decimal equivalent is 1.23 or 1 and 23 hundredths. Yan, tama. Okay, Shania season. Yan, 1.23. 2 places lang ang pag-move natin ng decimal point. Okay, to the left. Next, this time, okay, for exercise 2, we have to change each fraction to percent. O, paano yan? Kagaya dun sa kanina, we can treat 3 over 4, the fraction 3 over 4 as, okay, 3 divided by 4. Yan. 3 divided by 4. What is the result? So we can already write 0 here, and then add decimal point after 3 and after 0, then add 0. So 30 divided by 4 is 7. And 7 times 4 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. Add another 0. Bring it down. You have 20 divided by 4, exactly 5. And 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 20 is, of course, 0. So therefore, okay, before we can change it to percent, dadaan muna sa pagiging decimal. Yan. So, the decimal equivalent of 3/4 is 75 hundredths or 0.75. And then, using the given decimal equivalent, to name it as a percent or to rename it as a percent, we have to, okay, move the decimal point from the decimal 2 places to the right, then affix the percent symbol or percent sign. So, 75%. Yan. Very good sa mga sumagot ng 0.75 and 75%. Next, 1/2. Ito dapat medyo memorize na natin. Ang 1/2, 1/4, 3/4. Ano ang decimal equivalent ng 1/2? If you notice kanina, yung 15 over 30 or 15 divided by 30, pwede iyong masimplify as 1/2, tama? Kasi both are divisible by 15. What did we get kanina when we divided 15 over 30? Or 15 by 30? We got 0.5 or 0.5. Therefore, the decimal equivalent is 0.5 or 5/10. And the percent equivalent should be, how many? Move natin yung decimal point 2 places to the right. So kapag walang digits dun sa place, kung saan tayo nakapag-move na, mag-add tayo ng 0. Yan. So, magiging 50%. Okay. So, we proceed to percentage, base, and rate. Yan. So, 25 out of 100. Okay. In-illustrate na itong mga tawag dito ay tiles. Yes, tiles yan. Or bars. So, 25 square tiles are shaded out of the 100 tiles. It means that, okay, 25 is 25% of 100. Yan. So, meron tayong tatlong numbers dito. Yung 25, 25%, tsaka 100. Yung is dito, it could be translated into equal sign. Yung of could be times. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, 25 equals 25% times 100. So, yung 25 is considered the percentage, 100 is the base, while 25% is the rate. Yeah. So when we say percentage, it is a quantity that is part of a whole. Okay? So being a part, it could either be less than, equal, or greater than the whole. So the base is the quantity representing the whole, while the rate, okay, is the ratio of the part to the whole expressed in percent. So it's the ratio, meaning part over whole. And then we express the ratio as a percent number. Ayan. So let's identify in this exercise the percentage, base, and rate. Siyempre, kapag rate ang pinag-uusapan, hindi ka na maliligaw. Yung may percent, siya yung magiging rate. Tama? Yan. 30% of. Yan. So, kapag ang percent may katabing word na of, after that word of, yun yung magiging base. Okay? And of course, the other number, the last number, should be the percentage. So, ang percentage ay 1.8, ang base ay 6, at ang 30% ang rate. So, ang whole dito ay yung 6. So, ang 1.8 ay part ng 6. So, anong part siya ng 6? It's the 30% of 6. Yan. 225 is 25% of 900. So again, kapag may nakita kang percent, yun yung rate. At kapag may katabi siyang off, that means yung number after the off is the base. So ibig sabihin, yung 225 is the percentage. Yung malapit sa word na is. So 225 is the percentage. Base is 900. So rate ay 25%. So ibig sabihin, 25% of 900 is 225 or yung 1/4 ng 900 ay 225. Next, 70% of 21 is 14.7. 70% of 21 is 14.7. So again, kapag may percent, automatically that will be the rate. Okay? Next, again, kapag yung percent or yung rate, may katabi siyang word na off, ang number na yon after ng word na off will be the base. At yung 14.7 ay yung kanyang percentage. So, ibig sabihin, when we multiply 70% by 21, or if we multiply 21 by 70%, ano ba ang decimal equivalent ng 70%? 0.70. Wait lang. So, this is 0.70, or could also be written as 0.7. So, multiplying 21 by 0.7, the digits should be from right going to left 7 and then 4 and then 1. And since one of the factors contain 1 decimal place, the product should also contain 1 decimal place. So from this part, move natin decimal point to the left 1 place now. So 14.7. So that means 7.7 or 70% of 21 is indeed 14.7. Next, 56. So this proves na hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon ang base ay mas mataas sa percentage. Kasi kapag ang rate ay more than 100%, kagaya nito, okay, ang base ay mas mababa kumpara sa percentage. So ang rate ay 140%. While the percentage is 56, the base is 40. Ayan. Next. Okay, so ito naman. Kayo naman po ang sasagot. Ano ang percentage sa ating given statement? Yan, ito pa may period pala dito. So 3 is 300% of 1. Ano ang percentage? Yan, thank you for the answers. Yan, tama yung mga sagot nyo kanina. Okay, answer from Jasmine Suizo. Okay, ang kanyang percentage ay 3. Ang base niya ay 1. Ang rate ay 300%. Yan, so tama. So tama naman din yung order ng sagot ni Shania Season. Yes, so you're correct. 3 is the percentage, base ay 1, at ang rate ay 300%. Ayan. Wait lang. Okay. Ano pa ba? Let's have the magic triangle. Yan. So showing the relationship between the percentage, base, and rate. So I think this is also part of Math 6 na naaral nila nung second quarter. So in this magic triangle, nasa tuktok or nasa taas ang percentage. Nasa baba ang base at nasa baba din ang rate. Yan. So ibig sabihin, when we compute for percentage, or when we think of percentage, it is always equal to the product of base and rate. Kaya nga, kapag magkarugtong ang base and rate, they are separated by the word of sa statement. So ang percentage naman, okay, it's connected to that part using the word is. So for example, if your percentage, let's say, is 10 and your rate is, let's say, 35%, your base, of course, will have to be 350. Yan. Sige nga, can we form a statement out of this illustration where we have 10 as the percentage, 35% is the rate, and then the base is 350. Pwedeng nasa unahan yung percentage, pwedeng nasa dulo siya. So we have two format. Ayan, tama naman. Yes, Mary Princess Posas, tama yan. P is equal to R times B. But for now, let's get the hang of being able to formulate statements. Okay? Yes, shoutout po. Yan. Shoutout kay Mark Gabriel De Leon watching from Pasig City. Yes, thank you for tuning in, Mr. De Leon. Yan, oh. Meron na tayo na buong. Ayan, so we have a statement already from Shania Season. 10 is 35% of 350. Yes, that is one way of writing the statement. Or we could also write it this way. 35% of 350 is 10. That's correct. Sige, can I have erase here? Wait lang. Yung makakapag-erase ba dito? What about let's say this time, okay, I'll just have another triangle dito sa left side. So again, I'm using this triangle para maging familiar na kayo sa magic triangle na to, showing the relationship between the three numbers, percentage, base, and rate. So, this time, I'm going to give lang siguro dalawa. And then, try to form the entire statement, okay, supplying the missing one. With the missing one already, let's say, ang percentage ay yung unknown. So, you have to supply it, in the statement. The rate, let's say, is 60%. Yan. Yan yung ating passing nung previous school year, 60%. Let's say the base is 50. Yan. Sige, ito muna. Sige, first question ko na lang muna siguro. What is 60% of 50? So this is like an advance, So pahapyawan natin yung pagko-compute ng percentage, base, and rate. Anyone? What is 60% of 50? Yan, 60% ng 50. Ibig sabihin, lampas kalahati kasi kalahati is 50%. May sumobra pang, may dagdag na 10%. So 50% of 50 plus another 10% of it. Ano yun? So tama ba ang sumagot ng 30? Yan, I think, hindi lang nagkaroon ng decimal point yung sagot ni Daniel. So dapat 30.00 yun, no? Or 30. Yes, tama yun, 30. 60% of 50 is 30. Kasi, ang 60% ay 0.60 or 0.6. I-multiply sa 50, you'll get 300, pero dapat may decimal point na isa. So 30.0 or simply 30. So yan. So 30 yan ito. So what will be our statement now? So we say that, yes, tama si Adriana de Leon Mabunga. 60% of 50 is 30. Tama. Yan. Okay, let's have another. Paano ba mag-erase dito? Parang nakalimutan ka na paano mag-erase ng mga sinulat sa slide. Wait lang. Okay, anyway. Ito na lang tayo. Yan. So, rate. So, this time, rate ulit. Percentage and base. So, this time, let's have a rate more than 100%. Let's say, 120%. Yan. So, ang rate ay 120%. Let's say, ang percentage ay, okay, let's have 40. Yan. So, ang percentage natin ay 40. Ang rate ay 120%. Ano dapat ang maging base? Kumaga, 120% of, the statement should be like this, 120% of blank is 40. So, that forms already the statement. We'll just have to supply the missing number, which is the base. So, 120% of blank is 40. So, meaning, 100% niya plus 20% pa niya, ang magiging sagot ay 40. Now, take note of the relationship between percentage and rate kapag hinahanap ang base. So, P is here and then R is here. Nasa taas si P, nasa baba si R. So, to get base, percentage over rate. Yan. So, 40 over 120%. Eksakto ba yung sagot? Yan. Yan. Good afternoon. Yan. Good afternoon, Ma'am Lawrence Mercado. Sir Lawrence Mercado, ang teacher niya daw ay si Maria Buela Recto. Yan. So 60, parang iba-iba yung ating nagiging sagot. So we're looking for the base wherein the percentage is 40, the rate is 120%. Sige nga, isa-isayin natin na. Kung ang sagot ay 80, 100% ng 80 ay, wait lang parang sobra na yun. Kasi 100% ng 80 ay 80. 20% niya ay 16. So 80 plus 16, 96 yon. So hindi siya tugma doon sa percentage na binigay na 40. O ngayon, kung 48 naman, ano ang 100% ng 48? It's 48. Ano ang 20% pa niya? It's 96. 9.6. So, 48 plus 9.6, sobra rin sa 40. So, dapat hindi siya ganun, hindi siya, ayan. parang lumilitaw na hindi ba eksakto ang sagot natin? Meron ako nakikita ang mga 3. Yan. So, 33.3. Or, sige, tingnan natin 33 and 1/3. Okay? Let's express it as a mixed number. 33 and 1/3. Okay? Or, this is equal to the improper fraction 100/3. Yan, 100/3. Okay, so, ang 100% nito is of course the same quantity, 100/3. Multiply it by 20%, what will you get? 100/3 times 20%. What is 100/3 times 20%? Wait lang So I think I have to add another slide para doon ako makapag-solve. Wait. Sandali lang po. So I'll end muna the slideshow. Yan, we have like 12 minutes pa before the end of this session. So yan. So nakikita naman na nag-add ako ng panibagong slide, blank slide siya. Yan, okay. So again, kanina, we were solving for the correct base wherein the percentage is 40 and the rate is 120%. Asa na yung pointer options? Yeah. So mag-pen tayo yan. So again, this is 40. This is 120%. Yan, medyo pangat ang sulat natin dahil nagmamouse tayo. Wala tayong budget for pen tab. Okay. So, 33 and 1/3 or 100/3. Yan. So, yun yung sagot ng iba sa inyo. So, yung base daw nila ay 33.33 or could be expressed as 33 and 1/3 but in improper fraction, 100/3. So, multiply natin to sa 100%, we'll get the same. 100/3. Now, our concern now is to get the 20% or the 20, ang 20% ay 20/100 sa fraction form niya. So, multiply natin itong dalawang to, we can cancel out 100. So, magiging sagot ay 20/3. So, i-add natin ngayon yung 100% nung binigay nyong base, which is the same number, 100/3, plus its 20% na 20/3. So, it means that we have 120/3, which is tama, equal to 40. Or, okay, this is our checking part, tama. Pero, paano kaya yung pagkuha ng mismong actual na sagot na 33.33, 3333, repeating? So, ipakapiyawan natin. Diba dito yung percentage, ito yung base, ito yung rate. So, ang base, okay, as illustrated by this magic triangle, can be obtained by dividing the percentage by the rate. So, meaning we have to divide 40, okay, by 120%. So, when we divide, siguro mag-write na tayo agad nung decimal equivalent niya. So, it means 1.20. So, 40 divided by 1.20. So, 40 divided by 1.20. So, di ba, when a decimal is the divisor, okay, in the problem, we make it a whole number by moving the decimal point, okay, as many places needed to make it a whole number. So, dalawang beses. 1, 2. Ganun din yan sa dividend. 1, 2. So, magiging 4,000. So, this can be rewritten as 4,000, okay, divided by 120. Now, kung gusto mo pang maging simple yung magiging problem, we can cancel out yung parehong 0 ng dalawang number. So, cancel out 1 0 here and another 0 there. So, we have 400 divided by, divided by 12. So, 400 divided by 12. So, using your calculator, okay, or pwedeng gumamit ng paper and pen, you'll get that the answer is a repeating number. Or, dahil repeating naman siya, meaning, it can be expressed as a fraction or a quotient of two integers na 100 over 3. Tama nga naman, di ba? Ang 400 at saka 12, parehong divisible by 4. So, 12 divided by 4 ay 3, at ang 400 divided by 4 ay 100. So, naging 100 divided by 3. So, ang gulo, no? Pero, medyo magulo lang yung aking presentation dahil gumamit ako ng blank slide and the pointer. Yeah. Okay. So, next. So, ano ba yung mga common, meron ba tayong mga common misconceptions ng mga bata or ng mga ka-age ninyong learners about percentage, base, and rate, and about percent? Yan. So, tama yung mga humabol ng mga sagot. 33.33. So, ibalik natin dun sa, yan. Ibalik natin dun sa discussion ng percentage, base, and rate. Yan. Ayan. So, meron ba tayo sa mga kasamaan po namin sa DepEd? May mga do we really cancel out zeros? Yes, that could be a shortcut para mas mapalit natin yung mga number. When we did cancel out the zeros kanina, di ba tig-isa? Ibig lang sabihin nun, the two numbers are both divisible by 10. Okay? And the shortcut when you divide by 10 is to cancel out 1, 0. Did I answer your question correctly, Ryan Kasulam? Yan. Anyone who could share kung may mga misconception ba ang mga estudyante natin sa percentage or sa percent mismo? Percentage, base, and rate? Yan. Okay. Yan, 33 point. So, yung 33.33 na binigay ninyo is just an estimate, tama? But the exact answer should be the repeating decimal or the repeating number 33.3333333333. Yan. Speaking of tawag dito, di ba? When we also rename fraction as percent, yan, makaka-encounter tayo ng mga repeating decimal. So, balikan natin yon. Yan. So, dito, di ba? Yung mga binigay namin ni Teacher Joshua dito, puro mga terminating decimals ang equivalent nila, like 3/4 and 1/2. Okay? Bakit? Kasi yung denominator ay expressible or it is a power of 2. Ngayon, magiging repeating ang decimal kapag, okay, yung sa simplest form ng fraction, ang denominator ay may factor na 3. Pwede rin yatang basta may factor na 7. Yan. Okay. So, anong example ng ating repeating decimal? Okay, mag-example tayo dito. So, ang 1/3. Okay? Ang 2/3. Okay? So, they are both in simplest forms. Okay? So, their denominators are both 3. Yan. Kapag ang denominator ay 3, ibig sabihin, the fraction will result to a repeating decimal. Kagaya din kapag 7 yung denominator. So, ang 1/3, yan ay gamit tayo ng, ano tawag dun sa bar? Vinculum ba tawag dito? So, it signifies that the digit with that bar on top of it, okay, repeats. So, 0.3333. Whereas, ang 2/3 naman, para hindi lumitaw yung pangat ng number na tatlong magkakasunod na 6. Yan. So, there is a vinculum or yung horizontal bar on top of it. It means the digit 6 repeats. Yan. So, how do we rename decimals with repeating digits as percent? There are two ways. So, pwede kasing, yan. Kung gusto ni teacher na isulat natin ng ganito, when repeating, so, moving the decimal point 2 places to the right, you'll get 33 point. Kaso lang, magre-repeat ulit ang 3. So, pwede na siguro siyang i-round off this time. So, 33.33%. Or, in some instances, okay, di ba nga, 33.3333 siya, di ba? Ibig sabihin, yung repeating decimal can also be expressed as a fraction. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung 0.333 na part dun sa number, okay, pwede siyang gawing 1/3 na lang. So, ibig sabihin, 33 and 1/3%. Ang isa pang equivalent percent ng 1/3 or ng decimal na 0.33333 where the digit 3 repeats. Sa 2/3 naman, which is equal to, yan, so pakita na natin kahit may pangat na number dito. Yan, so the digit 6 repeats. Ibig sabihin, if you rename this decimal as a percent, moving the decimal point 2 places to the right, you'll get 66 point, okay? But after the decimal point, okay, you write that 6 still repeats, okay? 666, 666, etc. percent. Okay, so it's 66.666666, etc. percent. But again, this decimal part here in the percent could be renamed as a fraction, which is equivalent to 2/3. So 66 and 2/3%. Ayan. Okay, another example wherein hindi naman lahat ng digit sa decimal ay nag-uulit. So, example na lang dito ay yung, yan, gumamit ako ulit ng sorry. Yan, dito. Yung 5/6. So, bakit magre-repeat ang 5/6? Kasi ang 6, isa sa mga factor niya ay 3. So, kapag ang denominator ng fraction in simplest form has a factor, okay, na 3, okay, or 7, okay, magre-repeat yung decimal equivalent. So, ano ang decimal equivalent ng 5/6? Anyone who remembers? So, last na lang ito. So, this is equivalent to 0.8, okay, 33333. So, I will have to put a vinculum or the horizontal bar on top of 3. So that means that digit 3 there repeats. So as a percent, how do we rename 0.833333, okay, as a percent? So, again, let's show muna na yung digit 3 nga ay nagre-repeat without the vinculum. So, let's just use ellipsis. Yan. So, 0.833333. So, moving the decimal place pa din 2 places to the right, we should get that the percent, okay, must be equal to 83 point, but after that, 33333 repeats. Okay? Yan, endlessly yan. Percent. But, since, okay, ang decimal where the digit 3 repeats is equivalent to the fraction 1/3, it means 83.333333, etc. percent could be also written as 83 and 1/3%. Yan. So, hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon ng fraction ay equivalent to a terminating decimal. Meron ding repeating decimal equivalent to a fraction. But both of them are still rational numbers. Okay? So I think that would be all for today's, for this afternoon session. So we'll see each other again, or by, hindi pala, si Sir Joshua na ulit by next week. Hopefully, para hindi na siya busy na, by that time. So thank you for tuning in to this afternoon session. Continue to share and like or share natin yung mga videos ng ETUlay natin para yung mga learners natin ay maging aware na meron palang free online tutorial ang DepEd. Okay? Na naisip na i-launch ng Edtech unit under the leadership of Sir Mark Anthony C. And so thank you for your continuous and usual support. Yan, thank you. And God bless us all po. Salamat po. Mag-ingat po palagi.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan sa Lunes mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Science. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!